Do I have your attention? Are you listening to me? Because I keep beating the drum, people. The antique and collectible market is heating up. And for whatever reason, be it nostalgia or just getting your green on, the fact is collectors are back at it. And what could this mean to you? How about a few extra bucks in your spare time, or simply converting to cash some of those lost treasures hiding in your closet, attic, or maybe in your basement? My hope is today's list might just inspire you to brave a few mothballs, clean out those cubbies, or begin that family scavenger hunt you've always been planning on doing. And just maybe you're even going to launch a new career buying and reselling on the secondary market. So enjoy today's list. I have plenty more to share, but here's 5 things to sell that are hotter than hell. Are you ready? Board games. What? Yes. It's a fact that right now vintage board games can command big bucks. You know, the original 1933 Charles Darrow edition of Monopoly just sold at auction for $146,500. I didn't think a young printer named Milton Bradley in 1860 ever had a clue that 160 years later his name would be one of the most recognizable in America. Well, it is, and that's probably because he has over 1,000+ board game titles that have touched people's lives in one way or another. You know, you have Battleship, Chutes and Ladders, Candyland, and all those pop culture character-inspired games, and Mousetrap, and on and on. And yes, with this kind of nostalgia, there is always fond demand to relive our past. You can tell when you walk down any toy aisle at Target or Walmart these days that most of these games are still being made today. They've survived generations for a reason, and therefore you have collectors that want the originals. And you know, think of it like books. It's like first editions or special limited editions are typically the key. A 1969 game based on the hit TV show Dark Shadows just brought $1,300 a few months back. And here's a tip. Always double check to verify a game is complete before you put it up for sale or you buy one at a thrift store. You may have forgot why your mom put it away in the attic in the first place because you ate one of the dice or something. All right, books. I'm always talking about books, and this time I'm going to really focus on first editions, or rare editions, signed copies, and so on. There's hidden gems everywhere in this genre. Just start looking them up because they're like scratch-off lottery tickets. Sites like Biblio, Abe's, and WorthPoint can really help find the resale values. I'll put the links down below. Those old books can looking them up can be a lot of fun, and it can be a lot of money. Books tend to frustrate a lot of pickers because they're a lot of work to carry around those heavy boxes, and then you look them all up and you find they have little to no value, but that's your education. And when you find a good one, it's like an old prospector said to me once in Dewey, Humboldt, Arizona, hey kid, it just hooks you, and that first score keeps you coming back for more. Just an example here is one I found that I've actually had more than one person I know find this one. It's the first edition Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking. It was from 1961, and this book in good condition is like an easy $300 to $500, and they were popular, so there's a lot of them out there. An autographed one, which is also out there, you'll find those, were $1,000+. Looking for something a little newer? How about this Harry Potter one? Next up is vinyl. Extension was like eminent for vinyl records before those hardcore collectors began dropping the needles again, and now I'm sure most of you have heard it's a movement. Just watch my most expensive vinyl records ever sold videos, of which I believe there are 2, and you're going to see several examples that really rock your world. There's money in those milk crates. If you know what I'm talking about, you have milk crates in the attic like I always did. Artist demand and scarcity really drives the value. Sealed or even artist autographs can really command serious premiums. Picture discs, picture sleeves, they can be added bonuses. Here's a few examples. Others to be on the lookout for those limited editions or foreign editions and withdrawn releases. Those are really cool, and I can just see you raiding your parents' stash now. All right, number 4 is broad. It is paintings, and there are fortunes to be made in art, and keeping up with the trends, that's And what I mean by that is like what the designers want, what's in vogue today. Some people are blessed with just a good eye for art and they just love art. And what I'm saying is just acquaint yourself first. But if you have a painting that you don't know anything about or it moves you, do a little digging. I cannot tell you how many artists out there are worth several thousands of dollars. There are literally 500,000 artists, I believe, on AskArt to look up. It's really cool. Again, that's a great site to use. Hu Zhang Da Quinn. Well, he's $27,500, that's who. I would not have had a clue. This is just one of hundreds of thousands of examples I could give you in 5 minutes with the tools you can use to research. If you're interested, email me and I can send you some great links. Perfume bottles. Glass-blown Victorian perfume bottles topped off with silver right now are really in high demand, but the Edwardian silver and gold examples and ornate engravings, they really can fetch top dollar today. The old atomizers from your grandmother's powder room can surprise you as well. I can't tell you how many horror stories I have heard of all these things being tossed away just prior to me coming to do an appraisal. Anyway, it wasn't a horror story for them, it was for me. So you're looking for Art Deco, Art Nouveau, those classic apothecary and cameo glass perfume bottles. They tend to be the most overlooked. And I hope no more after you watch this. If you enjoyed that list, please share. And if you would like to learn more, subscribe to my channel or my blog. I'm always updating my watchers and my readers to the latest goings on in the secondary market. You know, the estate sale and auction world. Until we stream again, my friends.